This is former TNA World Champion Raven, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And don't cross the line. Or do cross the line. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to, you're not supposed to. I don't know. Whatever. You get it.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the Line.
Then we're back with episode 147 of the TNA Across the Line podcast. I am Colling Jr. and with me as always is Dallas Gridley. And Dallas, happy New Year's Eve. It's the final episode of 2004 as we head into final resolution. Do you have any New Year's resolutions that you want to talk about?
No, I haven't really thought about it a lot, but I better get moving, huh?
Yeah, I mean, because it starts tomorrow.
It's literally, I gotta get going. My New Year's resolution is to watch more TNA wrestling.
I think resolutions are supposed to positively impact your life, not.
Well, I look at it this way, man. We recorded more episodes this year than we have in any year yet because of the Impact pay-per-view. So how can I increase that volume? I have to go back. I have to rewatch the weekly pay-per-views, starting at number 1, and I'm going to count down.
You wouldn't make, if you did it on your own, you would not have made it past episode 3.
Well, joke's on you, Bob, because one time I may have borrowed some from someone's personal collection that is another host of this podcast, and I got to about episode 8.
Really?
Yeah, I do remember getting that far. And then, I don't know, I guess maybe I just didn't. It's hard for me to want to sit down and watch a 2-hour show by myself and have no one else to talk about it with and have fun. So I think that's probably why I kind of stopped a little bit. And then you were like, oh, I need my DVDs. I got to put them in the dumpster. So I had to give them back. So I did watch a few. Now, I don't know how I got past that 3rd episode.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But yeah, real talk, dude. I don't know, man. New Year's resolution's not really my thing generally. Maybe I'll try to start eating better again because I was eating good and then I got bad and now I'm getting a little chunky and maybe I just need to eat better again.
No, I feel like the weight loss stuff is so cliche.
Well, no,
because no one sticks.
No. Well, that's why I said eat better, not lose weight.
Yeah, but eat better still is kind of the same thing.
Well, no, because
whatever you want to eat, man.
Well, and I do that. We've been actually me and my girlfriend have been doing very good because we're eating out quite a bit, a lot, and we've slowed down. And actually, it's really because of the cost, not really because we're wow, this is bad. It's because of how much money we're spending on it.
It's funny you say that because I started using DoorDash.
Dude, dangerous.
Yeah, it's not good. And I may have a free trial of DoorDash, whatever, to get rid of the fees and shit.
Do you have that through Amazon Prime?
No.
Or no, that's Grubhub. Grubhub Plus. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free year of Grubhub Plus, which is what I have. Shit. We'll have to compare lists of things you can get delivered to your house because I used to be able to get some really good food, and then they all of a sudden stopped delivering here. And now I can only get chain shit, and I don't want to order Olive Garden to my house.
Yeah.
Or Taco Bell. I'm not that lazy. Come on.
Right.
I'll just go get that, especially because it it makes it more expensive. I don't care.
I feel like most of this stuff is just pizza shops and sub shops. I've only used it so far for Wrap It Up.
Oh, that's okay. See, I don't know if they would deliver to me or not. I don't see why they wouldn't. They're not that far, but
yeah, absolutely. If they deliver to me, they deliver to you.
I'll have to check that out. Although once again, if it's on DoorDash, I use Grubhub. Right. But what's the other thing I was going to say about it? For example, when we got together for the AEW pay-per-view, I got the pizza cheaper through Grubhub than I would have ordered from the shop itself. including a tip.
which blows my mind.
I don't know how that happened. And then, of course, they ended up delivering it an hour early, which, as we discussed, we think they probably just didn't switch their clocks or something because it just did not make sense to me. But yeah, so trying to eat out less is definitely what's happening now. And that includes like going to Starbucks and stuff like that. Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, gotta really slow that shit down. So I'm trying. It's very difficult and really sad.
Maybe I should get some Dunkin' Donuts.
You should. Definitely should do that. What about you?
Cool. I can pick all my stuff. That's cool. What's your question?
What's your New Year's resolution?
Well, the one that I was looking at or thinking about, you're probably gonna be like, "That's probably a good idea."
He's Googling them.
No. I'm gonna try to manage my temper.
That's really good. That's a really good idea.
Because I let really minor things get to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I'm doing it. Like as I'm like mad, I know it's like, dude, Bob, it's really not that big of a deal.
Right.
And I just let it get to me.
Yeah.
No, Sarah thinks I might be bipolar, and that could very well be something that I've never properly handled or whatever. But
I don't know if you're like true bipolar or not though. From what I get from my my therapist girlfriend, but
what do you think? What do you think I am?
I just think you have anger problems, but I can't diagnose you. I'm a designer. I don't know that stuff.
I would ask your girlfriend, but a half-hour session would probably cost me like $85 or something.
Yeah, it's also I think a conflict of interest for friends, but
yeah, but like I met her through you. It's not like she was my original friend.
I don't know what you did in your past, man.
What?
I don't know. You never know.
I think she could properly diagnose me, right?
Maybe like we can talk to her after. We'll see.
I don't have $85 for a half hour.
She'll put it on the books, off the books. I mean.
Yeah, off the books. I don't need it
off the books. I mean, yeah. I think this could work. No, that's good. That's a good one for you, and I'm gonna help you test that throughout the year. That's my other resolution. I'm gonna help.
You're gonna test my temper.
I'm gonna see if he can truly handle himself when we get tickets to something. I'm gonna just drive him so fucking nuts. We'll see how much of control he can be in.
No, you know what? You will buy tickets for something and then make sure that I am directly in front of a pole.
Yes, I love buying tickets where we either have to stand for 3 hours or sit in front of a pole in like one of the biggest wrestling venues of the world, and we're gonna sit in front of a fucking pole.
Yeah, that shit is like top-notch favorite thing.
Well, what can you do?
I don't know. Not order those tickets.
Well, they were selling fast, and I didn't know there was a pole there. So how about that? Anyway, back to the good shit here. Instead of talking about polls, maybe there'll be some polls on this last episode of Impact of 2004. It's pretty freaking crazy that we're wrapping this year up, and we're going to be heading into arguably TNA's one of their best years, 2005. At least in my opinion.
I would agree with that.
But before we get there, we got some stuff to cover, and we'll talk about some other fun stuff during the show. And there's just lots of fun stuff going on. And as a heads up, so this episode, of course, is dropping December 31st, which is a Saturday. And our next episode, yes, we will be covering Impact, of course, on the 7th. We have one coming out. But before that, probably, if I was to guess, on either Monday, January 2nd, or maybe if I'm feeling real happy, right on New Year's Day. Probably not, though. Give it a little breathing room. So probably the 2nd. We will be dropping our 2004 Year in Review episode. So it's still a main series episode. It's not a bonus, but it's we'll come out. We'll wrap up the year. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet. And that should be good. So we'll be dropping that too. So I wanted to get that here in the beginning as we finish out this year. Who knows? This Impact right here might be our favorite show of the year, Bob. I mean, you just don't know.
I guess you could be right, yeah.
It's probably not going to happen, but just never know. So on the last episode of Impact, let's talk about what happened December 24th, 2004. We saw Three Life Crew's BG James and Ron Killings defeat Brandon Thomas and Cassidy O'Reilly in 3 minutes and 11 seconds. We saw the return of David Young, but it didn't last long when Abyss destroyed him in a whopping 45 seconds. AJ Styles defeated Johnny Devine in his first singles match back in Impact Wrestling, or TNA Wrestling, sorry, in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. And then in the main event, America's Most Wanted defeated Team Canada's Bobby Roode and Eric Young in a non-title tag team match in 8 minutes and 40 seconds. And I believe that has earned them the title shot at Final Resolution, if I am remembering correctly. We also saw Piper's Pit return with Hector Garza, and it was very cringy. It was not a very good segment. This Piper was just making fun of Hector Garza and Moody Jack the whole time. But the Outsiders were there, Bob, and there's a little action there. They're really pushing Garza, so I'm curious to see what's going to go further. And I do have an interesting note about that confrontation that we'll get into as well.
Yeah, you are correct about the AMW, but I think was that match a number one contendership, or was it?
No, I think it was just like if they beat them, then they.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so it wasn't a number one contender match.
Right. I almost thought maybe that they had announced it even prior, but no, I think you're right. I think it sets up for them to get that shot. Right. Yeah, and then that Hector Garza thing. I mean, he ended up laying them out.
Right, which is fun. And as I said, I think that for how much shit that Kevin Nash and Scott Hall get, Nash fucking bumped like crazy for Garza, and Hall always does. He don't give a shit.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that aspect of it was pretty good, but the lead up with Piper and everything is just this is not very good. And
right.
Pretty much unnecessary.
Well, and I have it right in front of me. So the Garza Outsiders confrontation. Apparently, some fans ringside made fun of Nash for getting beat up by Garza, and at ringside, Nash got in their face and said, "Don't you guys know this shit is fake, dumbasses?"
So I got underneath the skin.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, don't you know this shit is fake?"
You know what would be funny is if, like, on this episode, Kevin Nash beats Hector Garza in like 3 minutes, and then looks at those guys and like, "Told you."
Told you, fake dumbass. No, he goes, "That's real."
That's a shoot, brother.
Funny shit. Dave has a small note relating to last week, which includes a fun fact here, and that's that Jeff Hardy wasn't there. And there's usually a story that when that's the case. And I have another follow-up note about Jeff Hardy for the record too, so just hang on to that thought. David Young, of course, was fired in storyline, was back in the jobber role. Dave says, "We'll see if there's an explanation." I don't really think we need one, but there it was. We already talked about the Garza and stuff. Hall handed Garza a guitar and made fun of him. Garza hit Hall with the guitar. Remember, he hit him first with like the side of it, and it bounced off his head.
He did. Yeah.
And then eventually he got it to smash. And then he drop kicked Nash on the ring. Dusty Rhodes Dusty Rhodes, I believe, and Kid Cash had words backstage. And then, of course, the main event that we already discussed. And there's a lot of interference with Scott D'Amore in that match. So nothing crazy. He doesn't really know about last week's show, but at least in that particular instance. Let me see if I have anything else that relates directly to last week. Okay, so here's the other follow-up on the Hardy note. So this is at the Following Observer, so it's a different reporting. But it's noted that the plan was to have Jeff Hardy versus Abyss on the pay-per-view, and that's still possible that it could happen. But on the December 21st tapings, he did end up actually showing up, but he got to Orlando so late and without sending word that he would be arriving that they had no choice but to rewrite the show. And now, kind of bouncing off that, there's definite talk of cutting the cord on Hardy because of his no-shows and constant arriving late, particularly since a lot of the talent has made it clear that they don't understand why Hardy can show up when he wants to with no repercussions, while they have to get in a day early. It isn't as if Hardy really means anything at this point either, but knowing the TNA track record, nothing will change.
Okay, well, we've noticed, or at least it was reported, that his enthusiasm diminished when he kind of realized, oh, I'm just here to put over Jarrett.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could understand that frustration. I'd be surprised if they were to cut bait so soon, though. I mean, like.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
So I don't know. I don't think that's gonna necessarily happen. Wasn't it like pretty close to when he first came in that like WWF or WWE was gonna potentially bring him back anyway?
I think we might have heard that. I think that was potentially up there.
So I kind of vaguely remember that.
Well,
No,
we'll
I think that
see how long it goes.
Yeah, I mean, if they were to lose Hardy, I mean, there's no real main event value right now, which is crazy to say because he's lost every time.
Right. Yeah, we'll see where that ends up. I'm pretty curious. See how much longer they're going to put up with it. Sorry, one more thing about the Garza segment with Piper. I forgot about this one. Dave notes, and we noticed it on the show as well. Piper, to remember things that he was supposed to say, writes them on the palm of his hand. And if you watch the tape, which we did point out, when he introduces Garza, he knew Hector, but then obviously looked down at the palm of his hand where he had Garza written. Yeah. Which I think is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty noticeable.
Yeah, I'd say so. The show that we're about to watch today, as a reminder, I think we already discussed it last week. It's actually not airing on December 31st, and it's actually being replayed, or at least in some markets, due to college football. But it will be replayed on Tuesday, January 4th. Now, this is still the last episode of 2004. I don't care.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just what it is. Okay, guys, just stop. This is a pretty.
Everyone's arguing with it.
Yeah, guys, stop adding us on Twitter at Cross the Line TNA. Stop it. It's coming out the 31st. It's too late. It's already up by the time you're hearing it. Okay, sorry. It was the final taping of 2004. Okay, don't fight me. This is a kind of a fun note, and I almost skipped it when I was like, what does this have to do with us? But I got a good kick out of it. NWA Florida promoter Rob Nemi, I always think I mess his name up, right? Is that what it is?
I think that's right.
Nemi, who used to supply enhancement talent and work backstage. Well, he's got a January 7th court date on a battery charge regarding an alleged incident in June involving Johnny Fairplay at the Orlando Ale House after a TV taping.
Oh my god.
Apparently both were loudly arguing, ending with Shark Boy dragging Fairplay out. Fairplay came back once and caused such a scene, he was thrown out again. The third incident, where the charges stem from, took place in the parking lot, which saw security called. They were arguing about Bobby Heenan, which started all this, although both claim that they were the one defending Heenan. Fairplay had threatened to press charges when it happened, but Nemi never heard another word about it until December 28th, when someone showed up at his door with a summons to appear in court in Orlando in a criminal case.
I think the most shocking thing out of all of that is that Johnny Fairplay was at taping.
Hey, it was back in June, man.
Oh, that was back in June.
When this happened, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the recent thing.
No, that would have been really funny.
Okay.
I like that Shark Boy dragged him out.
Do you think he has mask on?
I picture it like that, so I'm gonna say yeah.
That's how I picture it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gimmick.
Right.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I mean, nothing really crazy out of it, but
nothing crazy there. Yeah, that is kind of good.
I gotta laugh on it.
What was the point of them arguing about Bobby Heenan? Do we know?
Who fucking knows,
Is there
dude?
any context that?
Who knows? No, I don't. This is also kind of funny. Chris Sabin will be taping an episode of the show Eliminate over the next few weeks for May airing. He's going to be the guy who goes out with 4 women and then has to eliminate them down to 1.
Oh my
Which
god!
sounds exactly like a show Bob watches.
I have definitely remember hearing that, or, watching that show.
Do we watch that as a bonus episode? Yes or no? Do we find the Eliminate
I definitely
episode?
remember that show. I don't think it was an MTV show though.
I don't know if I do know this one or not, but I thought that was hilarious.
Okay, here I found it. Wow, there were 6 seasons.
Oh wow.
Well, here's the thing: it's a syndicated show. So how many episodes do you think there were?
6 seasons. That makes you sound like there's gonna be a lot. Or am I wrong about that? I'm gonna say there was 300 episodes.
857.
Oh my god!
It went from September 17th,
God.
2001 to May 24th, 2006.
Oh my god! We're never gonna find the episode.
Okay, so this is what here's your Eliminate background a little bit. So it was broadcast on cable late nights on Superstation WGN.
Oh wow!
So that's where I must have watched it. I remember watching Eliminate because there'd be a narration going Eliminate, and I just remember it was so stupid.
I love that.
The show was popular due to it being designed to be aired around or past midnight when their target audience was coming home from being out or ending their studies for the evening. It developed a cult following of sorts among college students nationwide.
Well, the more you know.
I wonder if Eliminate. I mean, how do you? That's so weird. I don't know. If there'd be anything online. Oh, Dallas. I think Eliminate has their own YouTube channel.
Okay, well, we're gonna explore that after.
I'm clicking on it right now because if there's a shit ton of episodes, I'm about to subscribe.
Okay, but we need to do the Chris Sabin one as a bonus, and watch Chris Sabin's Eliminate bonus as a bonus episode. It's happening. How long are they?
There's a shit ton of episodes on here, Dallas. 19 minutes, between 13 to 19 minutes.
Okay, here's the thing, guys. If Bob, I'm gonna keep going with some notes here. Bob, you're gonna search for Chris Sabin's episode.
Now?
Yeah, because we're gonna record it after this Impact, and we're gonna do a 20-minute bonus episode covering Eliminate.
I don't know if I can find this.
Well, you can search it. Search Chris Sabin Eliminate.
I don't think it's gonna show up like that.
Well, what are the episodes called?
It just says Eliminate and then wait. No. Wait a minute. Is there 2 and 1? Bam. Eliminate.
Oh shit!
I told you, dude. I told you. I knew this show.
Okay, you can't see if you search on Google, it does not come up. It literally tries to make you find elimination matches.
Yeah, so it's one. Oh, no. There's it's like one dating thing. So usually, sometimes these episodes would be 25 minutes, like other dating website or dating shows, and it'd be 2 different dating, but it's just one.
Wait a second. We can find. Well, guys, we're really sidetracked right now, but this is fascinating. It said it's going to be coming out in May, so I'm going to find it right now, dude. Look at this. Miami Beach. This is in May. A man chooses between 2 women of the same. No. A Nashville woman. No. Well, because I'm on. So his episode's going to be in season 5, Bob. Because season 5.
Yeah, but this doesn't come up with
I'm on Google right now looking at the dates of the episodes.
If there's a title of the episode, then we could find it. Because Girls Gone Guilty, Eliminate, full episode. 4 Gorgeous Ladies, 1 Ladies Man, Eliminate.
Okay.
So
I wonder if we can find it. Can we find it on IMDb? Maybe they have people's names on it.
He is the guy that is getting.
Yeah. Yes.
So this is gonna take me forever, but they do have pictures There's
Wait,
a picture of a big guy. Okay.
there's one description that says a man chooses among 4 women on a date in Las Vegas. He chooses from 4 women. This could be at May 12th, 2005, season 5, episode 86. But it's labeled as episode 75 also.
Dude, if we find this, we have to tag Chris Sabin in it.
Okay, we're gonna work on this, guys. We're gonna work on this.
I'll keep on looking.
Okay, well, keep your ear open for me, as I tell you some sad news about Pat Kenny. He's been open about his name change to his real name, not working, which actually he said on Twitter before to us as well. He said that it could have worked with a heavy push, but that wasn't happening. During the TNA Fan Fest, that he said that 9 out of 10 people who asked for autographs told him to sign it as Simon Diamond, and he'd like to go back to that name. Which, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, that sounds pretty obvious though.
Right. Just so we have a point of reference for some ratings, the Impact from December 10th, coming off the pay-per-view, did a .30 rating, and December 17th did a .20. So kind of still around the same kind of shit. There's also an interesting note here, Bob, that I almost wasn't going to say, but like it's kind of interesting to me, and I don't have no full context behind it, but apparently WWE is wanting to open some kind of school in Atlanta, or some kind of Atlanta project around this time. And they are wanting to potentially bring Bill Behrens in. Now, he's not left TNA. He's still with TNA at this point. But basically, he's been talking about at length about being part of this project. They would do the Wild Side TV out of Cornelia. There would be a school there, all that kind of stuff. Now, the difference, of course, is that Bill Behrens always favored high-action style of wrestling with smaller, more skilled guys. And, of course, especially around this time, WWE signs the big guys with good physiques and teaches them how to wrestle. So, kind of a little bit different. But I thought that was kind of interesting. Not something you hear about all the time, especially because Bill Behrens is really in the background at this point for us.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in the Wild Side. It's definitely a work rate promotion.
Nice. That's cool. I have one more note. It's a little bit longer, nothing too crazy though. And then I have a bunch of stuff we'll talk about during the show, including some people who may be coming into the company soon that Bob really likes. So I think that'll be fun. No, it's someone you have talked about that you've liked a lot. Really? And I don't want to tease anymore. It'll give it away. So we'll talk about it during the show. But my final note is actually about Dixie Carter. She kind of released some statements because it's the end of the year. And then, like I said, we'll talk about plenty of other stuff during the show. I have a feeling this is going to be a fairly clip-heavy show of like big moments throughout the year. So between matches, I think we're going to have time to dive into some other stuff. So she sent out a special message, Dixie Carter, is she, last week, basically preaching good news and thanking the fans for their support. Quote, "We closed 2004 with so much to be proud of and look forward to the wonderful things that are already unfolding for TNA in 2005. She said, "A quick look back at the year shows TNA landed its first national television deal by launching Impact with 100% clearance on Fox Sports Net and the 2 Comcast Sports networks that carry FSN programming, which includes more than 82 million homes. Our afternoon time slot continues to garner a rating that competes or beats other primetime programming. Our first 2 primetime specials that aired in November," and hold on a second because my app just crashed that I was reading that off of. Damn it.
We're live, pal.
We're live, pal. I don't know why that just fucking crashed. That makes me so mad.
Hey, only one of us can have anger issues, and it's me.
I can control mine at least. Okay, our first 2 primetime specials.
New year, new me, though. Remember that. New year, new me.
New year, new you. And I'm going to post the Sting gif. Get right on my face. I'm going to post it again. I do it every year. New year, new me. Take the mask off.
Same old me.
Yeah. The first 2 primetime specials that aired in November, the best damn wrestling events period, doubled the traditional ratings for that time slot as well. An exciting development for the new year is that FSN is upgrading our time slot for Impact to 4 p.m. on Fridays and giving us a Saturday night midnight replay Both will debut on January 7th and 8th, 2005, respectively. So the replays, of course, on the 8th. A goal for 2005 is to take Explosion national. Our move to Universal Studios Orlando has brought the world to us. Every month, thousands of people from across the nation and countries around the world experience firsthand the TNA Impact Zone, our television home at Soundstage 21. Universal Studios continues to be outstanding partner in helping expose TNA to the millions of guests they have each year. If you did not see us in 2004, plan on coming to Universal Studios Orlando and being part of Impact in 2005. TNA Wrestling is currently seen in more than 43 countries, and that number will increase significantly in 2005. Marvel Toys will launch the first wave of our toy line in March 2005, with additional products being launched throughout the year. Liquid Blue will debut TNA merchandise to mass retailers around the country in early 2005 as well. She concluded with, in closing, I also would like to mention our wonderful roster of wrestlers. These talented guys have put the X back in excitement, and it has a capital X in excitement. They give every match their all, and I appreciate their attitude and commitment to this product. The TNA office staff that supports them does the work that of a company 10 times the size. I'm so proud to be associated with all these people who work hard to bring you the freshest, most exciting wrestling anywhere today. And as Alvarez comments at the end, man, reading that, you'd almost think that they were profitable, which is kind of a funny add-on for once from him. But we can't forget, as positive as this sounds, it's Dixie Carter, her background is in PR, so she knows how to write her shit.
I thought they were profitable.
Not this time, I don't think. This is still when we're like, I think, isn't it when they get like Spike is when they like are actually profitable and people don't think they're? Isn't Jarrett said that? Not, I mean, he said that the Spike deal was like very profitable for them.
Yeah, I think once they get to Spike, they're definitely.
I don't see how we can be profitable when we are we're paying for our time slot and don't have paid tickets.
Right.
But yeah, pretty fun little thing there from Dixie Carter. But I think that's all I'm only gonna talk about right now before we get into this show. Like I mentioned, we do have some fun things, including a wrestler that Bob really likes potentially coming to the company. Someone who got fired from WWE who will eventually come into the company. And so I just think timing-wise, I will bring it up. And some other things, including I have a Monty Brown interview that we'll discuss as well.
I'm having no luck finding anything.
Oh my god, Bob, come on. You're really going to let us down like this right now? People want this bonus episode. I already said it.
Wait a minute.
I'm pretty
like somebody. Hang on a minute.
Eliminate. I
Hang
think
on
it's
Dallas. Hang on a minute.
I think it's this Las Vegas episode.
Hang on a minute. Because we might have a plot twist here.
Oh my god.
Bro, I got something.
No, you
I
did
do
not.
it. Yes, I do. Yes?
Is it the Looking for Love in Las Vegas?
No.
Damn it.
But it's a different TNA wrestler on this.
What?
Yep. Okay. So this has turned out to not be a horrible thing. Holy shit. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this doesn't tell me date. But the description is digging up some dates. Eliminate. Full episode. It's 19 minutes long. You want to take a guess on which TNA wrestler appears on this one?
Dude, I don't even know if I have a guess.
As a contestant. Not as like the person.
Oh, a contestant? Is it someone that's in our timeline right now or no?
Yes.
Oh my god. AJ Styles. Damn it.
AJ Styles would never go on a dating show, I don't think.
I don't know. At this time I could see it happening, but oh man. I don't know.
You just want to give up then?
Yeah, I really don't even know if I could think about this.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Oh.
Lance Hoyt.
Oh my God. That's really great.
Yeah. I don't even know how I found this. I googled it.
Oh yeah, look at this. Lance Archer on Eliminate.
He's on there.
I'm just still trying to find the Chris Sabin because I typed in Eliminate wrestler, hoping that maybe the Chris Sabin one will pop up still.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, they look like they have so many on their YouTube channel. Like, it's probably there. It's just a matter of finding it.
I literally searched through all of it. So there are a bunch of episodes, but there's also a lot of clips from the same episodes. So that's why it kind of looks.
Oh dang!
It looks that way. But the way I found it was it's season 5, episode 97, is what Lance Archer was on.
97.
Is there any possible way that
a man spends time with 5 women in Las Vegas? Is it that one?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Is there any possible way? No, because he's one of the contestants.
Oh, then what the
So
heck
it's a
is
girl with 4 guys.
They have them labeled kind of weird on what I'm looking at.
Is there any possible way that they got confused with Sabin and Lance Archer?
Well, no, because they said Sabin was picking between the women.
Okay.
I'm pretty convinced I know which episode it is, and I can't find it.
I don't know.
Well, if something comes up, we're gonna cover it. I mean, it's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
But at least I found Chris Lance waiting.
No, that's fun. I mean, I guess put it this way. I guess what if they switched and Sabin didn't do it, and they ended up having Archer on as more of a contestant rather than the person, and so maybe it could have switched.
Do we know Chris Sabin's real name? Is it not
shit. I don't think it is. Hold on.
Because that could be a way to find it too.
Okay, his real name is Joshua Harter. Harter. I thought his name was Chris Sabin. This is weird. Listen, guys, I'm not giving any information back. I mean, it's literally on Wikipedia. No one at me.
Yeah.
Eliminate.
Stupid ads here.
Oh, this is coming up even worse. This is even less helpful.
Not that one. I should have known it wasn't that one because I don't know.
What is this? Oh, this is about an Orlando bartender.
Well, we found Mr. Lance Archer.
Bob's totally watching this later.
I might just put it on like as background noise, like all the episodes, and just play through the playlist. I remember watching Eliminate. I totally forgotten about that show.
I just clicked on one. It like kind of looks like familiar. I just don't remember actually.
What was the one game show that had like a dunce cap? Street something.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my god, that's gonna drive me nuts too. So I feel like that was on Street something.
I don't know, man. This is gonna be our side project, guys. We're gonna watch bad dating TV shows like Next and stuff.
Street Smarts.
I might know that one.
That was a good show too. I don't know if that was late at night though, because I feel like I remember. Was it on W? It was on W. Yeah, Warner Brothers. Okay. Yeah, I'm not losing my mind.
Okay. Well, on that note,
what the fuck? Street Smarts has their own YouTube channel too.
Well, guys, here we are. We're at
going great.
We're done talking about dating shows, Bob.
Street Smarts is a game show.
Okay, well, we're done.
I'm not done.
Well, guys, we're here.
This is a new podcast, Street Smarts. Welcome
Street Smarts.
to Street Smarts YouTube podcast thing, live watching. All right, so we're gonna watch the first episode here. What part of a pig is a pork rind. All right. 19 minutes, 50 seconds. I'm going to count down from 3. And when I say play, that's when you're going to want to watch Street Smart Live. All right. See you later. This is turning out to be one of the best days of my life.
Well, I'm glad.
This is amazing. Okay. All right. I gotta get off my phone. Because then I'll just be watching on my phone or something. All right. We're good to watch this New Year's Eve show or what?
Yeah, Bob. I'm so ready for this episode. The final episode of 2004. We're gonna try not to talk more about Eliminate. We're just gonna watch Impact. We have some fun news and notes to talk about. It's gonna be a good time.
If anybody has Eliminate.
Oh yeah, if you have the Chris Sabin episode of Eliminate, you hit us up.
Not even that. If you have all 867 episodes.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. No one has that.
You'd be surprised. Who knows? All right, let's get into New Year's Eve.
Brian Turner Loki has the Eliminate on his collection.
Who knows, man? He has tubs of fucking tape still.
Brian Turner, please let us know if you have Eliminate.
And he keeps getting more and more. I don't know how.
Well, he's gonna have to make room and send us some, I think. But whatever. What do I know?
He's not gonna send us any. Are you kidding me?
He's friend of the show. You never know.
If anything, and Brian Turner, friend of the show, probably listened to the show. Hi, Brian. I would send him a hard drive, external hard drive, and then be like, "Hey, man, just copy it over and
just dump it in here.
I'll pay the shipping and everything."
Look at that! Look at that! You hear that offer live here on the air?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, well,
let's get into this. I'm gonna count down from 3. When I say play, that's when you're gonna want to hit that play button. Impact Plus, own personal collection, whatever. It doesn't even matter. Eliminate, Street Smarts, it doesn't. Whatever. You can watch along with this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bye. Runtime is 44:20, by the way, which is about 6 or 7 minutes shorter.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Oh God, Bob, I need a time check. I hit a button. Tell me when you're at 24 seconds.
"20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
I accidentally hit the arrow key, which jumps it Actually, I jump back to the beginning.
I do that all
the time. We're seeing some. Oh yeah, Bob, this is breaking news, and we forgot to mention this. Dusty Rhodes announced. What was it? 2 weeks ago? I don't know. But basically, it's Monty Brown, Kevin Nash, and Diamond Dallas Page facing off in a 3-way elimination match in the earlier part of Final Resolution. The winner faces Jarrett in the main event.
All right, and Kevin Nash, they're already kind of teasing potential issues here.
Well, look, here we go. We're already starting off the show. Dusty's walking with his new secretary, Tracy.
I'll do it.
There's Trinity.
I thought she was fired.
Well, she's back. Tracy goes, would you have somewhere to be? Oh, you're not on the show.
Aren't you, fired? I would say.
But you seem to know what it thinks to get to the top of this business. Tracy says hard work. Trinity says, you've never done that. Oh, she took the things out of her hand. Looks like she kind of wants to be Dusty Rhodes' secretary. Okay.
Is that going to be a feud now? It's I want to be
that was weird.
I want to be his secretary that gets sexually harassed. That's fine. Still this horrible music. Maybe it'll be a New Year's thing.
Dude, it's gotta be. It has to be. I mean, it's so bad. Okay, and there's still Sabu in it. We need to update the video in general at this point. Ooh, nice light. That's a great shot. Here we go. We're seeing the Impact Zone. Bob, since this was a taping, I got to pull it up, but we have the same number as the last time we did this. I'm going to pull it up right now, though. I think it's 850, if I remember correctly. It is!
I was gonna say
850. No dark matches, no explosion notes, nothing. Martinet down west, welcoming us to the show. We're getting crowd shots. Oh, is this the Naturals?
Yeah. The former TNA Tag Team Champions. Don't you forget it.
Nope. I like the Naturals a lot still. Do not care. They're awesome.
Dun, 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 dun. Say my name. Primetime, baby. All right, Titan.
Oh, freaking dogs making noise out there.
Yeah, well, he's probably got to go pee, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, dude, I just started this show. I can't. Dallas will yell at me.
Well, yeah, Primetime's coming out now. Is this a one-on-one match? Is he going to have a new tag team partner here? Oh, this is a six-man tag, so it's Primetime and the Naturals, and here comes AJ Styles. With significantly less pyro than he's used to having.
Titan, do you have to go outside?
You know that he was going to react to that word.
Yeah, well, I know he's got to pee. And probably shit, too. Like, you know what?
Well, then go let the dog out. I'll carry us for the first minute of this match. And here comes Johnny B. Bad and Sonny Siaki. Wow, this is quite a team. Johnny B. Bad, Sonny Siaki, and AJ Styles.
I'm going to miss a good match, Titan. This is all because of you.
I can't believe Johnny B. Bad is still here. Poor Sonny Siaki, too. Well, this should be an interesting match. Johnny B. Bad with the Bad Blaster, taking his sweet time with his entrance here. There it is. Pew! We're talking about Sonny Siaki and Johnny B. Bad gunning for revenge here. This is weird. The bell rings. We're 5 minutes, 30 seconds here for following along. Oh, Siaki tosses Chase Stevens into the ring. Looks like those are our guys who got starting us off. Referee Andrew Thomas. So, Andy Douglas came in and he got taken out, and then Chase Stevens got that pop-up Samoan drop going for the cover. Douglas breaks up the pin. AJ Styles gets tagged in here. Siaki's wrenching the arm of Chase Stevens, and Styles just punches him. That's about it. Oh, quick poke in the eye, though. Ooh, are they going to tag in Primetime? Nope. He tags in Douglas instead. Nice side slam by Styles, taking out Andy Douglas. Scoop and slam. Styles off the ropes, comes back with a high knee drop. And he goes for a cover as if, yeah, it was not even really a bunch of a one count. I think they said it was two, but. Andy Douglas off the rope, leapfrog by Styles. Then he ducked down, held the rope, but Chase Stevens tagged in, hit Styles from behind. Andy Douglas down, and I don't know what that was supposed to be. Kind of dropped him on his knee, I guess. Going for the cover. At the bottom of the screen here, we're being reminded there's an Ultimate X match at Final Resolution Team Canada against America's Most Wanted for the tag team titles. And you can watch it available on Dish Network, DirecTV, and all cable systems nationwide. Okay, so the Naturals are not tagging in Primetime. They're just kind of doing each other. There's our thing. Impact moves to 4 p.m. Friday starting January 7th. With a replay on Saturday at midnight starting January 8th. Wrenching the arms of Styles around the ropes. He's chest first in the corner. Raking the eyes against the top rope of Styles. Douglas has control. He's lifting up the legs in like a wheelbarrow position, and he kind of kicked him in the groin or the stomach, but it's kind of the nuts. Makes fun of Styles a little bit, rubbing his face into the mat now. Versus the airship, Styles ducks the clothesline, comes back, high knee by Douglas. Primetime looking pretty pissed off here over in the corner. It's almost like he's a loner, they said. That's a pretty good observation. Natural's double teaming Styles. Around the middle rope, and Styles is sitting up on the top. Knocks Douglas down.
How good has it been? I missed 4 minutes now.
Well, they are not tagging Primetime in after he just shoved Styles off the top rope to the floor. They are very much avoiding Primetime.
Really?
And now he's trying to prove himself. It looks like he's taking his aggression out.
The Naturals were avoiding him?
Yeah, they will not tag him in.
I wonder why that is. Cool.
Corkscrew plancha to the floor.
Crossbody.
It was a plancha.
No, it was crossbody.
It sounds cooler if you say that. Look, he's arguing. The Naturals and him they're kind of fighting.
Did he turn face or what?
No, I think it's because they never.
Ooh.
Oh, knocked him right down. Johnny B. Bad's in. He's on fire. He's gonna maybe hit that Hurricanrana and break someone's neck or his own. Irish whips. Chase Stevens come back, kicks him off the rope, and he does this fucking. I hate that high knee he does. The knee lift. Oh my god, I fucking hate that. Bob talks a lot about AR Fox, seeing him like clap and slap his legs and shit.
Yeah,
Johnny B. Bad slaps the back of his opponent and lifts his like it just looks so fucking goofy. Holy shit! Styles
nice.
almost just went into the crowd.
Well,
That's
the thing with
awesome.
Air Fox is that he literally puts his hands in front of him and then claps, and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, but the way Johnny B. Bad does that, I just hate it. The bad move. That's what he calls it.
Oh, let's go.
They just said that. He's going for the bad move. And he hits it. Oh my god, Johnny B. Bad just pinned, was it Stevens?
Chase Stevens, yeah.
Off the bad move, the Hurricanrana. I'm still
out of a team with Sonny, Siaki, Johnny B. Bad, and AJ Styles, I think Johnny would be the last person I thought get the clean win. Wow.
Oh. Sit down interview with Roddy Piper before the show with Mike Tenay. Oh. He's going to be a part of the pay-per-view on Sunday, January 16th. He's been talking with the new DOA, Dusty Rhodes. TNA, NWA. That's our goal. They fired Terry Funk.
He was never there.
Wait. Oh, it's Larry Zbyszko, Dusty Rhodes, and Roddy Piper.
I thought I said Harley Race.
Oh, did he say Harley Race? Sorry, I missed that. When are they going to fire him now? Oh, God. Oh, God. He's named Piper as the enforcer.
Like, why couldn't you have gone outside at this point?
Yeah.
With this part.
Somebody's got to carry that shillelagh. Who better to do the slapping than me? But I feel like TNA was trying to help him with the name, even though he was getting to it. He's like, final, and TNA's like, resolution. And they both said it, but...
That's what I thought.
In 2005, and we're still alive. Okay, that wasn't that painful. Like, that was okay. That was one of the better Piper segments, because it was mostly TNA carrying it.
Yeah, I guess.
What we got here? Christopher Daniels making his way through the tunnel.
This is the best like character change in terms of look that Daniels probably could have done. Because before he looked like a basic indie guy.
Dude, that jacket was a big
Huge upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade. Sounds like potentially Michael Shane. And look, Tracy's still okay. I was wondering if the Tracy Dusty thing was going to affect her being a manager for Kazarian and him, but nope. Kazarian and Tracy are still here with Michael Shane.
Yeah, but you would think it would.
Would affect it, or?
Yeah, like she probably shouldn't be associated with talent if she's mingling around with Dusty.
Well, that was my thought.
Could this could maybe be a way for them to take advantage of Dusty?
Ooh.
There's a creative attempt here, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, the match has started. Daniels and Michael Shane here, 1-on-1. Mike Posey's the referee. Did you see Mike Posey get busted the fuck open at Ring of Honor's final battle?
I did not, because I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but I saw the pictures.
I didn't see any pictures of it.
Oh yeah, dude. The double dog collar was so bloody that Mike Posey was busted open.
Huh.
I couldn't believe. I was like, oh shit. Oh, going for the leapfrog. Michael Shane blocks it then.
Interesting. 4 p.m.
That's right, man.
Changing to 4 p.m.
Half of my notes don't really include people that are on the show because they're just not about that, as we're seeing a couple arm drags here and a standoff. So I'm just going to start to just kind of randomly drop some to you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do any indie notes for that last
Oh,
week.
do you need to catch up first?
I don't know. I got to even look because Titan ruined my...
Okay. Well, while you pull that up, I'm going to tell you right now that the company will be releasing a 2-disc Victory Road DVD complete with tons of backstage features. And it's even said here that I think this is Alvarez is trying to... He can't even think of another 2-disc DVD that wasn't WrestleMania at this point.
A 2-discer that was not...
Like a pay-per-view, yeah.
Oh, for a pay-per-view. I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently, they're also working on a 3 Live Crew DVD, so you can take that for what you will. Michael Shane and Kazarian and is it just Kazarian getting kicked out, or is Tracy too? Oh, doesn't matter because Shane got knocked off the apron. Yeah, I think it was. Also, Sanjay Dutt did an interview with the guys at Armpit Newsletter, which I've never heard of, but apparently he's working on finishing up his Bachelor of Arts degree in January. He's to graduate, and he said, "quote I plan to continue on wrestling with TNA," and he noted, "and do nothing with my degree."
Okay.
It's so
then
funny.
I get my degree and then just not using it.
Oh man, I love it.
It looks like there's only really one thing so far for indie notes, so I guess there's no... It doesn't even really surprise me. End of the year type of stuff here. So.
Oh, that's a good point.
All right, so Elix Skipper has something, and that would be on Christmas Day, which is interesting. He teamed up with a guy named John Bogey.
Oh yeah, John Bogey.
Okay. They defeated the Steel Brothers, AJ and Damian, to win the GCW Tag Team Championships in Columbus, Georgia.
Oh. Daniels just went for Angel's Wings, but it was countered.
Skipper and Bogey became #1 contenders on that same show, defeating the Grappler and the Rustler. And then the last one so far, Christopher Daniels lost to Tony Strandlin on December 18th at PWG's Uncanny Xmas.
Wow. Nice belly-to-belly suplex by Michael Shane, but he got a kick out. Trying to take a page out of his former partner, Shane Douglas's book. Bob, can you believe that they were a tag team just earlier this year?
Yeah, like what, 5 months ago?
Yeah, can you believe that? Because
I don't know.
As I was preparing for our year in review episode, that once again comes on just a few days, guys. I could not believe the shit I was looking at. So,
yeah,
nice
throw there by Daniels. It was like a straight jacket overhead throw
off like the middle rope there.
Yeah.
Oh, and slams him down. Oh, best moonsault ever? Let's see.
Who's up?
Oh, okay. Bob, did your version just also glitch out on you?
Yeah, for like a second.
I thought I paused it. It scared the shit out of me. Well, he hits it. The frustration is evident. Look at this, stuck in the clothesline. Michael Shane comes back, double clothesline. We got a double down. This is a Jeff Jarrett match. Get in the crowd.
Get in the crowd. Get a guitar.
Bob, it's being reported at this time as we're probably getting to the climax of this match, and I'll probably stop this sentence in a second. Wait, hold on. Wait, Tracy's up in the thing. We got a cover. Wait. Oh, Michael, what's happening? Tracy's distracting the referee, Michael Shane, getting the cover, but now he's mad because Tracy. Oh, here we go, dude. The dissension. Oh, did he just slap her? Oh, quick roll up. See, okay, this is why I was about to say something, and then I decided against it, and good thing. Christopher Daniels gets the win. Here comes Kazarian. What are you doing?
Oh, Kazarian's back, and he's yelling.
Oh, dude, I found a dog treat in my pocket.
Don't eat it. Oh, who's this? Is that Hector? That's Hector Garza.
Hector Garza backstage here near Soundstage 20. We're in between.
Oh my.
Oh boy, there's some people dressed in. Oh, it's Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Oh my God.
You could tell one of them was Hall because of the boots.
Oh, how was it? I didn't look at the boots. Wearing sombreros and ponchos and sunglasses. What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Kid.
Oh boy, Kid Cash coming out. Not in wrestling gear. And he's with... The fuck is that?
Lex Levette? No.
Who the fuck is that?
No. Kid Cash is right. It's somebody, Marco Cordova.
Oh my goodness.
Kid
End of the
Cash
year
found
debuts.
somebody. Yeah, I know, right? Just add it to the list. Kid Cash found somebody shorter than him. That is, it's a
Bob, I will, well, let's see who's fighting first, but then I got a little tease for you.
Okay.
Oh boy, it's Dustin
Here,
Rhodes.
find out more about Marco Cordova.
Oh my God. Look at this outfit. Oh my God.
This
So
is before the drugs.
is it?
Yeah, because that his drug thing is the Black Rain run.
Well, yeah, but was he still doing them at this point? And that was just kind of the climax of it.
No, no. I think it got out of hand.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Anyway, a little tease for you about. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it, but on our year in review episode, I do in fact have a list of every single person who made their debut in 2004.
Great.
And I have every kind of match stipulation that we saw.
When did you do this?
Last night.
You're a lunatic.
I was like, I gotta do it, so I did.
Okay. Well, this isn't Marco Cordova's first appearance. His first appearance for us, but he was on Explosion back in
Explosion,
August 8th.
right?
He teamed up with J-Rock, losing to Abyss and Alex Shelley.
Wow. Well, Kid Cash just held the foot of Dustin Rhodes, which allowed Cordova to get a drop kick. Anyways, let me give you that little random note here while I was what I was about to say, even though I bet you this match won't be long. WWE, who apparently just fired Gail Kim at this time, so that's our reference point for you.
Really?
And that's who I was teasing was eventually, of course, coming in. They hired Angel Williams, which, that should ring a bell. That's Angelina Love. And her biggest claim to fame, of course, here at this point in time, is a match with Trinity she had on a TNA pay-per-view. She's also done some work for Ring of Honor as well. So I thought that's kind of fun. It doesn't directly relate to us necessarily, but...
Wait, so Gail Kim was released, right?
Yeah, Gail Kim was fired, and they hired
And then-
Angel Williams.
And then WWE hired Angel Williams.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I do like Gail Kim.
So do I. She's very good. Is this the final cut? Current call? Which one is it? Oh! Kid Cash attacked Dustin Rhodes immediately after a 3. It almost looked like it was supposed to break up the pin.
Yeah, I wonder if that was mistimed.
Yeah, because now the bell just keeps ringing. I feel like that was just supposed to be a disqualification. Oh, Cash rolls right out. If you guys are following along, by the way, we're 24 minutes, 25 seconds.
Now, what's kind of ridiculous about this is, for some reason, I am not against a Dustin Rhodes Kid Cash match. But I think my problem here is I know Dustin is like a good worker. But I feel like this is the year range where it's like not as good as what would be later and what was before.
That's a fair point.
Kid Cash is fun, but...
Last week, we're seeing Erik Watts and DDP talking backstage here. Now, I do have a note. Originally, it was going to be DDP versus Raven versus Erik Watts, but with Randy Savage walking out, the card was rearranged, and it may actually end up just being Erik Watts versus Raven. And of course, here comes... Yeah, we're just seeing a thing from last week. So, also... Oh, here comes DDP.
They didn't even show all of that interaction.
I know, that was weird. That's why I didn't expect that. Cut. So DDP is about to come out here. Bouncing off our Eliminate discussion, Chris Sabin was actually at this TV taping, but and he was okay to wrestle. Remember, he was a little bit injured, but he did not end up being used. So he was here at this taping. DDP ran right into the crowd. Small child who definitely does not know who he is very excited. He didn't even like taunt really in the crowd. He probably knows he's got. They're probably like, get out there and get your shit done.
You know, it's kind of funny. Like Triple H's gear has like the same logo, which is American Chopper. I don't know if I've ever really realized that.
I think I've made the connection to a degree, but it's like one of those things that I feel like I forget about.
Yeah. Then you have DDP wearing it, so it's like kind of, or West Coast Chopper, excuse me, not American Chopper, West Coast Chopper.
Why does DDP look like he's always just old? Like forever he's old. Like, he looks the same now as he does here. That's what I mean.
Yeah, he does. But his entrance kind of came across like a fun uncle.
Yeah. He is the fun uncle of TNA right now.
Yeah, he's the fun uncle that will tell you stories from when he was like younger. Like, oh, I used to do that. And like then he does it present day, and it's like, it's pretty cool. Uncle Diamond.
Uncle Dale.
Uncle Dale. Erik, my best friend. Oh, not Bischoff.
Not Bischoff.
Name drop.
No, he should have said Erik from WCW, and then he'd been like, "Oh, Watts, though, not Bischoff." Because that's how, remember, they teased him that he's bringing his friend Erik from WCW. Oh, he's calling Watts out here. This is interesting. You know I love you, man. Hit his music.
Of course, he's got to get full entrance music.
Doom, doom, ch. Doom, doom, ch. Oh, wait.
Hi, camera guy. Oh, it's Hooded Guys. One of them is probably Lex Levette.
Druids or Hooded Guys or something. That one's Raven.
You think one of them's Raven?
The wrist tape is kind of giving it away for me. I think that one's Raven. No, it is.
That's definitely Raven.
That's so Raven, dude. Oh, is this one?
Guy?
Watts?
Oh, it was Watts and Raven.
Well, we don't know yet. Okay, now we do. I could tell by the way his hands were taped.
Yeah, no, I knew as soon as I saw like the knee pads.
I don't know if I've ever seen Watts' calves, so I'm not.
I don't know.
Yeah, Diamond Cutter though. Raven booked it though. So this is kind of interesting because DDP's course. Oh wait, Raven's on the microphone. You want to solve things with Watts? Oh, Paige, I'd light you on fire just to light my cigarette. Or set you on fire, he said. Look what you did to him. You ruined his private life. Now you've ruined his public image. Oh, they censored something he just said. You're going to pay, Paige. Maybe not today. Maybe not later. But soon. And for the rest of your life. Quote the Raven. Nevermore. Oh, so what I was going to say is this is interesting because obviously he's like now in this like number one contender match, but he's still feuding with Raven and Watts too, like on the side.
That's weird.
Okay, now we have a video package. So guess what that means? You guys get to hear a Monty Brown interview quote. So he did an interview on Between the Ropes Radio. He plugged the Final Resolution pay-per-view in his three-way with Nash and DDP, which is going to be a sight to see, of course, as was said. Apparently, he first met Jeff Jarrett in 1986 at a Nitro party while he was playing for the Patriots. He told him that when he was done with football, he wanted to be a wrestler. And Jarrett told him about the USWA, as Jarrett's coming out now. So I'm going to finish this up, and then we'll get to that, which is, of course, the Memphis promotion ring at the time. He said that he talked to DDP that night, and then he ran into DDP again in TNA. Page told him that he'd always known Monty would end up a wrestler. He said his wrestling character was very much like himself, especially when he was playing football. He said his goal was to do something different every week, particularly in his promos, trying to keep things interesting. He said he was big into psychology and had been watching a lot of old school wrestling tapes lately. He was asked about WWE, and he said right now he's happy where he's at, but if WWE ever called, he'd consider it. That means he'd love to go to WWE right now, is what they add on. He was asked about his thumbtack match with Abyss and said afterwards when he gave Raven the pounce through the table, he actually landed on a few of the tacks himself, and he said, it sucked.
Well, tell that to Abyss, okay? You got a few. He got a bunch.
And Jarrett's not alone here. He's actually with the Kings of Wrestling, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
Important to note, we're in the final quarter hour of the hour.
Dude, fucking A, the pyro guitar. Fuck.
Scott Hall doing his taunt. Kevin Nash not dressed up in his Elvis thing, but he was earlier.
I actually have a note about Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Maybe I can... Oh, he's about to talk. I'll hold on to it for a minute. Let's hear what they got to say.
Well, we don't know who he's challenging. He's probably going to be like, Dusty.
Right.
Dusty, right?
See? You think you got it all figured out, don't you? The master game plan to finally dethrone the King of the Mountain. I love that Kevin Nash has a t-shirt and jeans on. He don't give a shit.
Yeah, he does not care. That one guy was reading a food menu.
I think he's showing that he has no interest.
No interest, yeah.
I like that, though. He's like, I got to think about what I'm going to eat after this instead of
I always
listening to
wanted
Jarrett's
to do that. I always wanted to go to a show, like when we were front row, and if something boring was happening, just like pull out a newspaper and start reading it. But like in the front row.
Stack the odds against Planet Jarrett. He did the Planet Jarrett stuff in WCW, didn't he?
No.
I feel like I've heard him say that before, didn't he?
I mean, he may have said it, but that wasn't his gimmick.
No.
It was a chosen one.
I feel like I've definitely heard him like say it before. It feels very chosen one to me. That's why maybe I'm thinking that.
I don't get chosen one vibes from him right here.
When he says Planet Jarrett?
No.
No, I do.
Chosen one Jeff Jarrett, he has the skin tight wife beater type of shirt on.
But I'm thinking that he's
on.
so full of himself, so it's like it's Planet Jarrett.
The belt has to be around his waist, but the belt is clearly too big for him, so it's like kind of like dragging off.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's chosen one. Slap nuts. He doesn't even say slap nuts.
He's just rambling here, guys. Oh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, he's apparently already. Oh, he's already out there. They missed him. He's saying wah wah wah. No one wants to hear you, you blockhead. And do what Dusty Rhodes told you to do last week and shut up. Find a resolution. This will be finally resolved.
Is DDP gonna come out again?
If so, they should have split up those segments if that's the case.
Because the third guy is Nash. So.
Tell me, Kevin Nash, you've held titles everywhere you've gone. This is now the alpha male. He's gonna go through Kevin Nash. He's gonna go through DDP. Just like all these people have been screaming for months and months. He's getting them to start chanting the next world champ that they've been saying to him for quite some time now. It's just you and I, Jeff. When it's all said and done, they won't have to scream it anymore. Because then they'll just be screaming the world champ.
This gives me the same vibes of Ahmed Johnson promo. You're going down.
You're going down. You're going down.
That's world champ.
That's a good connection. I like that. Prepare yourself, Grey Goose. Bounce!
Period.
Oh, damn, it's so good.
This one, no DDP in that segment. I feel like Monty Brown's going to get the title shot, right?
I hope, man.
That's what they're seemingly kind of telling you, like nudging to you. Like, you're going to probably get Monty and Jarrett.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're coming back and we're seeing highlights from that awful Piper's Pit segment. So the general feeling here is that the longevity of Hall in particular, they're worried about it, basically. Which probably means Nash as well, is greater now with Rhodes as Booker. So Jarrett's idea originally was to just use them to get the company noticed, but since Dusty and Hall kind of go way back, they might be sticking around a little bit longer than they were planned to. We'll see what happens there.
Wait, so Jarrett wasn't really going to keep them around?
It doesn't seem like that's the case.
So, like, when we heard it was like 5 appearances, it was like legit just 5 appearances. I'm like, gone.
I think it was 8, but yeah.
8, whatever.
Yeah. Armando Quintero here with Don West and Mike Tenay. It's main event time. And guess who's coming out? Scott Hall.
A guy that we just saw a previous segment. Probably stayed in the ring.
No, he had to go back. Oh my God, he had to go back because they had to get their sombreros and ponchos. Wonder who he's fighting.
I wonder if they like taped it in this order or if they like taped it different orders and spliced it together.
I'm wondering too. The way it's been laid out seems almost like that's the case, but okay, this is kind of hilarious though.
Wow, his entrance got cut off real quick. They're not even halfway down the ramp.
No, they were still in the top part. But don't worry, here comes Hector Garza. So Scott Hall versus Hector Garza here. We're going to have it in Spanglish. We're going to do a little bilingual commentary again, it sounds like.
When did Spanglish the movie came out? Because that would have been a good segue into speaking of Spanglish, you can check that.
Bob, Scott Hall, the bell is rung, and Scott Hall still has the sombrero and the poncho on. He threw the toothpick at Garza. This is incredible. I have 2 more notes for you, though, so let me give you those here in the beginning of this match.
15-minute time limit, by the way, but this is not going to go 15 minutes.
Interesting. Oh, he's taking off the stuff. AAA is coming to Corcoran Hall on January 28th with a La Parka versus Cybernetico as the main event. Now you're wondering, what the fuck does that have to do with this? Well, they've also announced a trios match with a team with a member of TNA, K Dojo, and Noah, facing Juventud Guerrera, Mr. Aguila, and Charlie Manson. So there will be someone from TNA at that AAA show in Japan, which is pretty cool.
I wonder who they would have picked for that. I guess we could look it up. What was the date of the show? Does it say?
The date of the show is January 28th. I like their chant and the crowd's going, "Let's go, Hector," and the other side is going, "Let's go, Scott Hall." Like they say his whole name. Look at him. Oh, he's slapping the back of his head, dude.
I'm kind of surprised they wouldn't just say Razor.
Or just "Let's go, Hall."
Or that. What promotion was it for?
Well, it's AAA.
AAA. Okay.
I don't know if it's a joint show or not, though.
And Juventud was booked on it.
I mean, at this point, Scott Hall just hit, Kevin Nash just hit the back of Garza. The referee did not see that. Oh, Hector Garza just knocked Nash off the apron. Over 40 minutes. 40 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, fall away slam. Let's see if he can hit it. And, yep. Good night.
You have a devastating abdominal stretch.
And then, of course, you got Kevin Nash helping out a little bit over there. Bob, would you like to guess my final note here? It's who do you think that they are considering bringing into the company?
Wait, this is the person I like?
This is who you like.
I thought that was freaking Gail Kim you were talking about.
No, but we like Gail Kim too.
Ew. I will. Fuck, something I like.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
I know you like him specifically because we talked about it on ICOPod. And Austin does not usually like this person.
Oh my god. I don't know.
Back suplex off the middle rope.
I know you. As soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like, oh, of course. Go ahead.
That would be Chris Candido.
Chris Candido. Yeah, I do like Chris Candido.
They are considering bringing him as a heel. That's all I have about the note, though. I have no other reference point to that. I don't really know what he's doing in 2004 this time, but
he's just working indies.
So kind of interesting.
Yeah, because I know he did some IWA Mid-South in 2004.
Okay.
Versus AJ Styles.
Going for the Edge. Garza counters.
Backdrop. What else? I wonder what else he was doing in 2004.
Oh, up and over.
Oh, he worked a lot of places in 2004.
Garza on the top. Holy shit, he just flipped over Hall. Scoops and slams Scott Hall down. Off the rope. Baseball slide to Kevin Nash. Don't you know it's fake, dumbass? Oh, he's going up for the moonsault, but Hall gets up, crotches him.
High risk, zero reward. Of course, Razor's Edge, because he probably can't pick him up, so he's got to take him.
I was thinking, yeah. Dropped him with the edge, going for the cover. Three. Why did Hall or Nash just run like that to him? What's this? Oh, Roddy Piper. The heck? Oh God, he's with Don Harris.
Perfect.
Are we going to a commercial, or are we done?
I think that might be it. 27 seconds left in the show.
Oh my God.
That's the tease, man. What does you gonna do?
Well, we're gonna find a resolution promo to end us here. Well, Bob, if this is truly the end of that episode, what did you think of the final episode of 2004?
Now I know I missed like the first match or whatever, but I'm sure that was.
It wasn't bad.
I saw most of it. I saw towards the end too.
Yeah, there we go. We were done. It ended.
I'm gonna say that was a good show. Another good show.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that they probably could organize some of those segments a little bit differently, but besides that, and that's like a pretty minor thing. If they repeated people, I would have been pissed, but
yeah, the ordering of segments could have, that definitely could have been done better.
Yeah, I really can't believe it that we are done here with 2004. Really crazy. But we have 2 more episodes of Impact, and then it's Final Resolution, Bob. That is freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And it's shaping up to sound like a pretty good show to me.
Well, for what we know of, it does kind of annoy me that we don't have like a cemented world title match, but judging by this segment, and it could very well change over the next 2 weeks. So there could be a segment where JDP's the focus and then Kevin Nash, but right now, I would be, after the show, I'd be thinking, okay, well, Monty Brown's gonna get a title shot, which is probably what they want you to think. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I would be under the assumption that he's most likely going to get the opportunity against Jeff Jarrett, and considering, I think it's safe to say, out of 3 guys, like Monty Brown's the freshest one. DDP probably would give the better match overall, just because of their chemistry. But Monty Brown is the younger, just probably overall more act to be like challenging.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm definitely curious to where it's going to end up. And we won't have to wait too long to find out, which is really exciting. But I don't really have too much else to say else on at least this show in particular. As I mentioned 2 other times, I'm going to say it again. Just a few days here. 2004 year in review episode. We are going to try to cover in a very short amount of time kind of the highlights of the year for us. And I'm really curious to hear Bob's opinions, and I'm going to be shooting from the hip a little bit more than I normally do, because I didn't write too much stuff down, but I did write down every debut, every match stipulation, and we will talk about the the Observer Newsletter Awards as well, of where TNA fell into some of those categories.
Right.
So I grabbed some of those as well. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we'll be kicking off the new year really soon. January 7th, I believe, is the first show. So pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to recapping 2004 and probably being reminded of things I had forgotten about. And then starting into 2005. And again, 2005 is, I think, the last year that I don't really remember things, because 2006 is where I picked up doing Impact So that stuff is fairly more fresh in my brain.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun for the next year at least. So
I can't wait. 2005 is fucking awesome. It's my favorite. Let's go.
all right, we'll see you guys next week for the year in review. Until then, that was really I'm Bob Colling Jr. and this has been the TNA Cross the Line Podcast.